Hello. Today I'd like to show you what is called the phonetic code. The phonetic code is a system by which you utilize the sounds that you make and assign to numbers to make words that you use as a pegging system to memorize numbers as long as you want. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what the sounds are associative with the numbers. So the first one is number 1, and the sound is T or ta. Okay. Number 2 is a N, so it's na. 3 is M, ma. 4 is R, ra. 5 is L, la. 6 is going to be either an SH or a CH, a sh or a j sound. Okay. Or like, for example, you can say shoulder, or church has the ch in it. Okay, at the end, the ch. So that's going to be the sound for 6. 7 is going to be a k, collar. Remember collar? We use that sound. K, that sound. 8 is going to be f or v, fa. Okay, or va. 9 is going to be p or b, pa or ba. And 10 is hissing sound, like a hissing z or an s. Okay, so those are sounds. Now, to associate that with something we've done before, I'm going to just go back to the body list. Now, the body list was taught to you when I showed you how to memorize 10 things, like for a shopping list. Well, I actually hid the sounds for the phonetic code within the names of the body list, and we'll just review that real quickly. Number 1 was toes, you see, ta. Number 2, knees. Number 3 was muscles, thigh muscles. 4 was right side. Okay. 5 was left side. 6 was shoulder. 7 was collar. 8 was face. 9 was point. And 10 was ceiling. You see the sounds are embedded in those body parts. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you, and you need to write this down, I'm going to give you all of the words that are associated with the number system from 1 to 20, and we went from there. One thing you got to know is that we're only going to use consonants as sounds, no vowels, and there are a few others that we won't use, like we won't use H, W, Y, things like that, or X, okay? But we will be using the ones I've shown you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first start with number 1 and give you an example of how you make a word for the phonetic code. What you have to do is you have to take the sound. So for 1, it has to be a T or a D. In this case, we're going to take a T. And we're going to use some vowels for placeholders. So we're going to use the word tie, like a man's tie. So that'll be T-I-E. And so the I and the E are just placeholders. There's no value to those particular letters. They just make a word. All words have vowels in them. So, but the T is going to be the sound. So you can imagine a tie, and that's number 1. Number 2 is going to have the N sound. So we're going to say Noah. Okay, so you can see that in the word Noah, it's Noah. You see, so it's an N and then there's an A sound. Okay, the H isn't heard, so it's just Noah. So the N is going to be representative for 2. 3 will be ma, like your mother. So call someone ma, hey ma. Okay, that's just M-A, easy. We use that one. It's a given. 4 was going to be Ray or Rye. We can use either one because we're using the R sound. Okay. 5 will be law. Think of a judge or a gavel or a lawyer. It's law for 5. 6 will be shoe. See how that works? 7 will be cow. Cow. Okay. 8 is going to be ivy, or you can say fox. Either one. Number 9 will be a bee. And number 10 will be, now this has the 2 sounds because you have the T and you have the S sound, okay, to make the S, as in toes. You see how that works? So toes, okay. So toes, the S is for the O, And the word for 10 will be toes. And you have 10 toes, so that kind of works out. Number 11 will be a T, a vowel, and a T. So I'll use the word tot. Okay, you make up your own words. Right now I'm going to use tot. And a tot is like a baby, a little toddler, a tot. Okay. Move on to number 12. 12, we're going to use the word tin, like a tin can. T-I-N, tin. Okay. 13 will be a tomb. You can say Tom, but it's easier to put your tomb than a Tom. Okay. 14 is going to be a T and R, so it's tire, tire. Okay. 15 is a T and L, so you can say towel, towel. Okay. 16, dish. Okay. 17. Now, what can you use for 17? You can say attack, like like a attack that you would put into something, attack. Okay. 18 would be, let's say, a dove. Let's use a D sound this time. So it's dove, D and V, dove. Okay. 19 could be a top, top. That works. And 20 would be an N sound. So let's say nose, nose. Okay. So we got the N and then we got the S again, nose. Okay. So again, let's review that. And make sure you've written this down, but I want you to also review and see how we actually were able to formulate these words. Okay. So for number 1, we had a T sound and then some vowels. So we had tie. Okay. For number 2 was Noah. 3 was Ma, like your mother, Ma. Okay. 4 is ray. You can think of like the ray of sun. Okay, or ray Charles to make a difference. And for number 5, you can use law, lawyer or judge. 6, shoe. 7 is a cow. Good. 8. Okay, now don't forget. Now, if you forget, if you definitely have the body list down, you would say, okay, F or V. So we had a fox or ivy. Remember that. Okay. 9 is a bee, like a bumblebee, and 10 would be toes. Okay. 11 would be tot. 12 is a tin can, tin. Okay. 13 is a tomb. 14 is a tire. 15, I forget that, it was a what, a T and an L, so it's towel. 16 is a dish. Okay. 17 is what was 17 now? Okay. Can you remember what it was? Now think of the sounds. Okay. You've got a T and you've got a K. So we have either you can have a duck. Okay, that's a D and a K, or a tack. Okay, I like duck. Duck is good too. And 18 is a dove. And 19 is a top. Okay, top. And 20 is nose. Nose. Okay. Now, what you want to do here is you want to make sure that it's going to take you a couple of days. Well, if you're really studious, you can do this in a couple hours. But it's going to take a little bit of time to basically remember each picture without having to go back and make the sounds. Because what I want you to do is when you see a number, to quickly be able to say, okay, that is representative of boom, and you just say what it is. Like if you're going higher, you would say like 14. You would say, oh, just tire. Okay. Or you were going to 25, you would say that is a nail. You see? So it really doesn't make any difference, how fast you learn this, but it's important that you do learn ultimately. So what I'm going to do now is give you a chance to review this, write this out, peg it any way you want. You can make a linking story, but commit these 20 words to memory, and then we'll come back next time and we'll go from 21 on up to 40. Okay? So you have a great day. Thank you.